Everybody got a seat? Come make yourselves at home. Yeah. Come on. I'll sit down. Sweet. How are we all tonight, guys?
Good. Outstanding.
Good man. So, guys, my name's Dion. Welcome. Obviously, the person that's invited you here tonight likes, trusts, and respects you somewhat to show this opportunity. But look, guys, who here likes to look good, feel good, and make money?
Yes.
Probably all of us? Cool. So we're all on the same page here. So guys, just briefly here tonight, you're going to see something about an incredible product. So who's here to see products? Products? Yeah, cool. And then there's a business opportunity as well. So guys, we're going to have a couple of speakers up here tonight. These are both pretty inspiring lads. I wouldn't be here today without these guys, and none of us would probably be here right now. So these guys have got a lifestyle that most of us want. So firstly, we've got a really close mate of mine, Shannon. He's going to be coming up and just running through the product side of things for us tonight, guys. This guy's knowledge on the products, fitness, and the industry in general is outstanding. He's been in the fitness industry for about 5 years. This guy knows the ins and outs, tried every product under the sun, and you'll see why he's so passionate about these products. But without further ado, I'm going to get Shannon up here. He'll introduce the products.
How are we, guys?
Good.
That's the way. Who's here just purely for products only?
Awesome.
All right, well, let's go straight to the business then, eh? No, we'll go through the products, obviously, because it is an integral part of the business as well. You can't sell thin air, so you've got to have something to sell. And to me, when you solve probably the biggest problem right now on planet Earth, which is health, would you all agree? That health is pretty on the downward spiral at the moment. So I'm going to go through and let you guys know why I got involved in this company. But first things first, I didn't make this in the back of my shed. Me and Rob didn't come up with an idea and say, hey, let's put this green shit together and see what happens. It was done by credible people. So you've got doctors. I don't know if you guys know Tim Brown. He's the NFL, so like the Wally Lewis of the NFL in America. You've got doctors, David Mead for the Gold Coast Titans. So you've got some pretty credible sources that put this product together. So keep that in mind as well. It's not some businessman sitting in the back of his shed with his mate going, how can we make money? This is about quality products. So why do these products work, or why do we supplement? Right now, who does take health supplements out of curiosity? Yep, I mean, so right now, they reckon 75% of Australians take some form of health supplement, which is a pretty wise idea at the moment because of what's going on in today's world. So what's actually happening is the food we are consuming has basically no nutritional value. And I don't know about you, but that scares the absolute shit out of me because I try to buy healthy food. I try to eat healthy, buy healthy. And when you look at some data and some stats, you'll see that nutritional value has gone down a crazy amount, absolute phenomenal amount as to what we're actually getting. Lettuce, in today's day, lettuce has no nutritional value. So when you get your healthy burger and you get your lettuce on the side, you've actually got no nutritional value at all. The scariest part here, this is more so about the iron deficiency in our food. So when I saw that, I was pretty alarmed as to what was going on. So in 1953, you have 1 bowl of spinach. To make that equivalent, in 1997, you have to have 43. What do you think it is today?
86.
Absolute 86. I reckon you're pretty much spot on. So to me, that just scares me a little bit as to people think they're eating healthy, but little do they know they're not actually getting any nutritional value through their food. That makes sense? Cool with that? Next slide is what this product is based around. So we've all heard about the fads. I was a PT. I was getting approached every goddamn day about these. Take this and you'll lose 5 kilos in 5 days. Who's had that before? Yep. Who thinks it's a load of shit? Definitely. So that's what really attracted me to this product. It wasn't take this and lose weight, don't eat, and you'll be good. This works from the inside out. A lot of products work from the outside in. So you wouldn't notice, but Dion was actually a bodybuilder before this. He looks like a jockey, but right now he was a bodybuilder. So he's got some photos as to he looked. Again, I'm straight, but he looked incredible. Absolutely incredible. Chiseled abs, incredible. Dion, how did you feel on the inside?
I struggled getting up every morning. Needed a pre-workout to get my day kicking, and I was eating as clean as you could possibly eat. But until I actually went to the doctor and saw what's actually going on the inside, yeah, it was pretty scary. So
you see all these gym junkies or even these fitness girls getting around skinny me tea. Bullshit. You feel like shit on the inside. You can't sleep. But you're laughing. Why are you laughing? Were you one of them?
How do you think fitness models get that skinny?
Exactly, but they feel shit. They feel shit. So when you've got a product that actually works from the inside out and isn't a quick fix, that was eye-catching for me. And that's why I think so many people in Australia are loving these products, because they actually do what they say. So from there, obviously, first things first, we work on nourishment. Now, who has 47 bowls of spinach every day they wake up? So we're not getting much nourishment, are we, in our food? Cool with that? From there, protection. So right now, the cells are probably the most vital part of your body. You have to protect yourselves. From that, we use our Super Greens and our Europe Ultra. So these bad boys have 24 servings of fruit and veg in one sachet. So to me, that is perfect, because I don't cook greens at all. I can't eat them, can't stand them, but I get them through this, which is pretty cool. From there, we work on elimination. How much gunk do you think is inside the human body? Have a guess. In our stomach walls. Rough guess. Anyone?
5 kilos.
5? Yep. 3 to 5 kilos. 3 to 5 kilos of gunk sitting in our stomach walls. So again, that was really alarming for me, and not only for me, but for my mum, because I know that she wanted something that actually worked from the inside out, and she got that through this product. And probably one of my favorites is the Your Digest Ultra, which is just an enzyme which helps you break down your food, which is probably the most vital part of your body. So what I'm going to do is a little science experiment for you guys. I didn't pass it in school, but I'll try it here. So what I do with this is I have this during my biggest meal or directly after my biggest meal. Pretty easy to consume. I'm just going to show you exactly what it's going to do to the human body. So we'll leave this in here until I finish talking. Obviously, you don't do this with your food, guys. Please, don't tip it out. But I'll wet this in here. I'm going to get Dion to come stir it, because I'm not going to stir it while I'm talking. But he's going to stir these two. So keep in mind, the one on the right has got the enzymes in it. Keep the presentation flowing. But what I want you to notice is what's actually happening to your body. It's absolutely crazy. You'll take note of that in about 10 minutes. But what I felt is, who here wakes up full of energy every morning, buzzing, ready to go? Anyone? So that was my biggest thing. So I was a PT. I was up at 4:30 every morning. So I was like a zombie when I woke up. It was this, it was go to the toilet, it was brush my teeth, spray some deodorant and outdoor. I was a zombie. And I have to be on point when I'm training people. They don't want some zombie going 1, 2, good push up, mate, 3. I have to be on point. Why are you looking at her for?
She loves me.
She PT.
No, I trained her.
Oh, okay.
She loves me.
So that was my biggest thing, was probably my energy in the mornings. I have a pretty restless sleep. Does anyone else get restless during their sleep?
Yeah.
So to me, I had a very restless sleep. That really cleared up for me. And my mental focus, I was really on it every day. I could write programs, I was sharp, I was good to go. So those are some of the side effects that you guys definitely will feel after trying these products. Again, it's not lose 10 kilos in 10 days. This is just health 101. Health 101. Your body should be getting this stuff, guys. Should be. You guys don't understand how good your body is meant and designed to feel. From that, we've got our tailored sets. So not everyone wants to sculpt up like Jockey Boy over here. Some people are vegans, which is cool. We've got the Go Green set, and then obviously the Slim set, which is more tailored for the weight loss. But to me, the whole NDS thing is crazy. So who's heard the saying before, you are what you eat? Yep. Pretty sad that's not actually true. You actually are what you absorb. That makes sense? So you can go and eat healthy all you like. But if you don't absorb those healthy nutrients, what's the point? What is the actual point? So people don't actually think about that. With this NDS, it's a patent nutritional delivery system. No other company on planet Earth has got this. None. You go into health food shops, absolutely no one has got this. So when I saw that, I knew it was something special. I knew we had something at our fingertips that the whole world needed to hear about. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to bring up a girl who actually got involved with the products. This girl, when I met her, she came to, this is no word of a lie, so don't like me saying this. She came to one of these presentations because someone told her there's going to be a barbecue and beer. So she was first in the door. She's had these products. Ask this girl to show a photo of what she looked like beforehand. She's lost
Photos there.
close to 48 kilos on these products. It didn't happen overnight, though. It didn't happen in a week. But she feels fucking amazing. And I'm going to get her to come up, tell a quick story about what she feels on these products, because this girl had zero confidence. Absolutely none when I first met her. This gives me goosebumps talking about it. So I'm going to get Hannah up to just explain to her what she's done on the product. So Hannah, come up.
Whiz. Hi guys, my name's Hannah. Really lovely to see some new faces tonight. So there's two of me in this room tonight. Me now, and me when I was 101 kgs. So the whole reason why I actually gave these products a go, because I found out there was 30-day money back guarantee, and I was like, I'm just gonna wing it for 3 weeks and send it back. What the hell? Week 2, I bought another lot. So before these products, I did the whole skinny me team and the protein diets and the mass nutrition. Spent thousands and thousands of money. Nothing was helping. I was actually gaining weight and feeling more crap, as I could say. So what these products have done to me, where I had no energy. I certainly wouldn't be here talking to you. No way. I didn't go out. I was very hormonal, and I was very, very overweight. 101 kgs when I was 24. Not good. Not good at all. So I was a heart attack waiting to happen, and I wouldn't be able to build a family on that. So now I'm confident. I'm not even stressed. I'm not hormonal. I'm feeling fantastic. I think I'm fit, and I'm looking a hell of a lot better than what I did. So if I can leave you with one thing, is what the heck do you got? What do you got to lose?
Beautiful. And her partner's actually lost how much? Matt, how's he lost?
He's now lost 45.
45 kilos. So you'd be amazed when these two rocked up to one of these things and said, "Where's the beer and the sausages?" and then to see where they are now, it's just I'm just here. I'm going to choke up, but I'm going to keep rolling through. What you're going to see now is the video that basically changed my whole perspective on health. Who here has heard of digestive enzymes prior to tonight? Anyone? Some people have, if they're involved in the company. I saw this video and I was just like, holy shit, where do we get these things from? So Dr. Dickie Fuller is obviously a world-renowned scientist, and she's going to just explain. It only goes for 4 minutes, so please tune in. Keep a close eye on this, because you'll see what is actually happening in these bowl of oats.
Dr. Fuller, and I'm an enzyme specialist for the last 35 years. One of the first things that I was given was a very important book that was studied by dietitians, it was studied by the medical field. I noticed that they lacked the first 2 chapters. They said nothing about enzymes, when the truth is digestion, eating for our cell, getting nutrients to our cell, is all enzyme dependent. For doctors who didn't know anything about enzymes at the beginning, we would put an enzyme in oatmeal. The enzyme would break the oatmeal down, and they would see the oatmeal go to this very liquid phase. And this one certainly isn't, if you take in food that you can't break down, then those foods become problems. And then a very important thing, if you take in fats and you can't break it down, they make plaques, and proteins that you can't break down, they putrefy. And what if it's the very best foods you can eat, but your body can't break it down? The difference is stunning. This is what this high quality digestive enzyme does. It helps us digest our food properly. We are assuming that everybody can perfectly digest their food, and that is not true. And we assume that all the nutrients get to the cell. And again, that's not necessarily the truth. Okay, now let's see what you. So what you're seeing are your red blood cells. You see it sticking out over here? It's plaque. You've heard about plaque, the plaque in arteries. Well, when you have plaque, that is inflammation. That is the sign of inflammation. So the cells are kind of moving around, but they're a little bit stuck together, you see. Okay, and so we see some toxins in here. And what did you eat? Just vegetables and fruits. Which we all consider to be good food, do we not? know, but even vegetables, even things like this can be a problem for us where you have carbohydrates. It's called a lipotrichia, and we only see it when people have stress. See, here's this red blood cell that's moving. We would like more movement, and you'll see later what we're hoping to have is for these cells to be moving more. So that's what enzymes are all about. They'll help you digest your food. They'll get your red blood cells moving with more oxygen, and then a very important thing, they can get rid of the waste. Systemic enzymes have been formulated and blended to work only in the presence of blood. So it no longer stops in your stomach. It will just go straight on into your blood. They're natural, they're bioidentical to the human body. We don't make enough enzymes to meet our needs. So you can't take too many, you can always take too little. So we're going to suggest that you take something that will help you at the cell.
And then a half hour later, you see the difference that taking enzymes makes. That was really powerful.
You can see your cells are moving more freely now. Great white blood cells, you see they're everywhere. By doing that, you also shouldn't have the buildup of plaque. And so the blood's moving more. So what I'm seeing here is you've got a lot more toxins.
To see it visually, I think, makes a big difference.
It would change the world so quickly.
But we're much more likely to undertake any of you amazingly when we have it, we can see physically the effects, which is, absolutely what happened.
That's why we take enzymes on a regular basis, so that they can keep everything flowing properly and they can get the nutrients for the nutrients.
I intend to take them, every meal from now on. I'm going to preach enzymes, I swear I am.
When we come into this world, we come in as one cell. So everything is about the cell. How important are enzymes to the cell? Without the enzymes, the cell can't live. How can you say anything could be greater than enzymes? I do not know as a scientist how you could.
Vicky.
So who's gonna go buy some enzymes? that was honestly insane. And that's what, who do you know that would see that and be like, wow. First video I sent that to was my mum. My hero, and I said, Mum, we're gonna get on this shit. Not only, now guys, please, so this is obviously what's happening just 5 minutes, but you'll see after Rob does his presentation on the business side of things, you'll see what it means and what's actually going on inside your body. It's crazy. So who has had a food coma before? We have big, and he's like, oh shit. Oh, yeah. Don't lie to me. So that's actually what's causing that. And not only, it's not just this, guys. How the whole product range has enzymes in them. So incredible. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring up Rob, because obviously at the start, none of us could give a shit about the products. So I'm going to talk about business. But this guy here, he's actually based in Brizzy. He doesn't have to come up tonight. He chose to do a presentation for us guys up here. This guy has no doubt changed my life completely, absolutely completely. And be honest with me, who is fucking excited that tomorrow's Friday? Yeah, that was my life. That was my life. My life was Thursday, pumped, it's Friday. Friday, Saturday, pumped, Sunday, depressed, Monday, itis, Tuesday, Wednesday, hump day. That was my whole life. And I was 24, 25. That was my whole life. I'm thinking, there's got to be something more. There's got to be something more. What's your highest purpose in life? And how do I get there? Because being a PT wasn't going to get me there. I needed something else. And once I got introduced to this guy, you'll know what I mean when he comes up. His smile, his charisma, his kindness. I was like, regardless, man, if we're selling Play-Doh, I'm in. Because you're just a cool dude. I want to hang around you. And he's obviously changed my life. Indirectly, he's changed a lot of people's in this room's life, and to have him here tonight, he's making voluntarily 6 figures a year working from home. I'm pretty sure that interests you guys a little bit. So please have your ears wide open, because what you're about to see has changed my life around completely in just the space of 12 months. So Mr. Rob King, please come up.
How are we all? You guys get pretty blown away by that? Yeah. Cool. Who is anyone here from Brisbane at all? No. Has anyone travelled to Brisbane recently and seen the new Ferrari shop that's been moved?
Yes.
Yes. So I actually live right near there, and so cool story. I was I was driving around there the other day, and I don't have a Ferrari, but this other guy, he had a Ferrari, and we pull up at the lights, and there's this other car full of these kids and the dad, and the kids look over and they're like yelling at the Ferrari guy, telling him to do burnouts or whatever, and and they're saying, I want a Ferrari, and the dad, he's just like this. He's just like looking straight ahead, because he's like, I'm never getting a Ferrari. do you guys get that? Like, and what does that mean? It means we give up on our dreams. When do you guys think that realistically happens? Because some of you dream might not have a Ferrari, but I'm just using that as an example. But when do you guys think you stop thinking about what's possible and you start settling?
When you get reality of the working world.
Yep. Or even school, I think. I think they get you while you're young. That's what I think. I think they start hitting you hard with it's like, like when you're about 15, all of a sudden the career book comes out, and you have to start picking elective subjects. You have to elect the subject that you're going to do, which is going to determine what job you're going to do for the rest of your life. At 15, you're like, how do you figure that out? So you look at the career book and you're like, well, I'm currently in these subjects. This is my intelligence level that I'm being told by the teachers. So I can, maybe I can't be a lawyer because I'm not smart enough to do that. But maybe I can get this job because that'll require me to do this much work. And we start pigeonholing ourselves and we think about what we're going to do. And we end up falling into this rut of, let's go work a job. And who here's heard of the 40-40-40 plan? So basically it looks like this. You work for 40 hours a week. Does everyone here work for 40 hours a week? Who here works more than 40 hours a week? How many hours do you guys work? 50. So it's maybe 50. Right. And then you get told work for 40 years and retire. Who here's parents are still working? Keep your hands up if your parents have been working for 40 years. Okay, so that was a lie. So that's more like what? 60?
Yeah.
Into older age now. Do you know what our generation is meant to work till? So the majority of people here are about 30 and under, sorry?
75.
Yeah, 75. But then now, guess what they're saying? Till the day you die. That's the new thing that's out in the media. Because you have a $2 million retirement pricing. So I'm not here to get you guys feeling like you're at a funeral, but I'm just you're meant to retire on 40% of what you were just getting by on for the 40 years. That's called your golden age. The golden retirement ages of traveling around in yachts and visiting wonders of the world on 40% on what you're making right now. Does that make any sense? When you say it out loud, it sounds really stupid, doesn't it? Like, we don't question anything because we're like, well, my parents did it, their parents did it, their parents did it, so we're like, we'll just all do the same thing. Isn't that? I heard a story the other day of this lady, and so what she does is she's got like a big like lamb shank thing, and so what she does is she cuts the bone off before she sticks it in the end bone part. She sticks it in there. And then one day someone goes, why do you do that? And she goes, I don't know, it's just what my mum does. And then so they go to her mum and she goes, Mum, why do you always cut the bone off? And she goes, I don't know, it's what my mum does. And so then they go to the grandma. And the grandma's like, well, it didn't fit in the oven that I had. And so these guys have been doing the same over and over, but the situation has changed. So right now, are we in the industrial age or are we in the information age? Information age, so things are moving really, really fast. So it doesn't make sense to play by the old rules. That's why I love this plan, because you can use this game and you can play it to your advantage, because you can put in the plan I'm going to talk to you guys about tonight is 7 to 10 hours a week for the next 3 to 5 years. So this isn't a get rich quick scheme, but it is better than a get rich never scheme. So it's definitely, it's about how much time you're willing to put in, and it's not just about working in the business. It's about working on yourself, who you become in the entertainment business. Did you guys get that? This is a becoming process, because you'll only ever attract the amount of wealth of the level, the person that you're at. Who here has heard of people winning the lottery and then losing it all?
Yes.
It's because their mindset wasn't at the level to handle that wealth, so they lose it. Who here has heard of being on the streets, walking around, we're in a better financial position than him, because he just went from $1 billion to nothing, negatives, and then within a space of a year, he's already made it back and more, because his mindset. So you guys understand this business, it's not just about flogging off some products and stuff like that. That's really that's at the very basic level of what we do. What we do is we actually get people to a level where they can generate residual wealth. Wealth that comes in regardless of whether you're going to work or not. It does take time, it does take effort, but it's definitely worth it. So how did I kind of get into this? Well, I was in the army. So I joined the army. Don't really know why. I come from a really small beach town. I was like, I just want to get the hell out of here. Because everyone from my small beach town got like married at like 16, and like they either basically got on Centrelink and smoked weed every day, or they went and got a labouring job, or they did a combination of the two, and labouring and smoke weed. So I was like, I'm going to get out of here. I'll go to the army because you can't really smoke weed in there. So I joined the army, and basically from there, I was just like, I'm just going to work this. I'm going to really save up all my money. I'm going to try and get ahead, because I've seen the struggle that my parents have gone through, fighting over money. My dad's a butcher, mum's a childcare teacher, and seeing them, struggle and, complain about lack of money and all these things. I never wanted to have that. I never wanted to be super, super rich, but I just wanted to have enough money that I didn't have stress in my life. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? So that was at the level that I was at, and I was like, if I just work really hard in the army, I save all my money, I'm going to be able to get ahead. I'm going to be able to buy my house. I'm going to be able to, pay off my parents' mortgage, help them retire by a decent age. So I started that plan. 6 years in, plan wasn't going that well. I'd saved up some money, but you guys know how much you need for houses and stuff like that these days. If you want to buy one, like the deposit's pretty big. It's pretty hard. That's why there's people living with mum and dad till they're 30 now, because they're trying to save up the money to get ahead. It's the new economy. So I was at that stage, and I was like, I've really got to come up with a new plan to get out of this. Not only was I not making the money that I wanted to make, I wasn't living to any of my highest values. I didn't feel like I was making a difference in the world. I didn't wake up and get excited and go, I'm going to go make an impact in the army today. I was like, God damn, I've got to go put on these green camps. I've got to shave my face. I've got to rock up, get yelled at, get told when I can go to the toilet, when I can eat lunch, when I can go home. I'm going to be overworked, underappreciated, and underpaid. Who here's been in that situation? That's what I was doing every day. I started to hate and resent my job so much that I would try and sneak off every chance I could get. I would go to the bathroom, just get me the hell out of here. I'll just sit in the bathroom, I didn't even need to go. I was just getting away. Has anyone ever felt like that? I wanted to escape the job that much. 100%. So, yeah, you do it all the time?
Yeah.
Do it today. So at that stage, I was just like, I've got to go into business for me, because everything I'd seen, everyone who had success weren't doing it in a job. Would you guys agree that the job, it doesn't work? It pays the bills, but it doesn't do much more than that. It doesn't give you the lifestyle that you want. It doesn't give you the freedom that you want. That's what I was after. So I did my PT course. I started training clients and built up a good PT business. Went over to Europe because I was stressed out because I was working in the army, doing PT as well. So went over to Europe, came back, and my PT business took a massive hit. And I was still paying rent while I was over there. So I was like, this is not a business at all. This is another job with no holiday pay. That's what I was like. And so that's when I realized I really need to find a business with leverage. Because all the billionaires in the world talk about this one thing that you need if you want to create a successful business that gives you time freedom, and that is leverage. And I'd never even really heard of the word. Like, to me, leverage was you get a stick, you put it on a rock, you go like this, you leverage the rock and move it. That was my understanding of leverage. So when I got shown this opportunity, I was absolutely blown away by what you could create with this. Not just leveraging off other people's efforts in time, but also off the mentors that help you out. Because yes, how I got involved in this business, guys, is very simple. I went for a run in the morning with a guy that I was in the army with. He started talking to me about the supplements. I was open to trying them. Got back, he whipped me up a shake with the greens, berries, and fiber. I had it. 30 minutes later, went to the toilet. I was like, sweet, stuff works fast. Came back and I was feeling incredible. Had more energy. My mood had gone from about to kill myself to I feel really good, really empowered. And I was like, dude, give me this because I'm going to get this out to my clients. I'll sell the shit out of this. So at the time, I wasn't really thinking big business, become a millionaire. I was just like, I'll just flog this off some of my clients. So I got some of the products, signed up that night. And first people I got involved was two of the people that I care most about, Mum and my younger brother. My younger brother, got him on the products, lost 13 kilos. He had really, really bad skin, cleared up his skin. He had really bad skin on his back as well, cleared that up. And he started to have really good self-confidence. It was the first time in 5 years that he'd gone to the beach in summertime and actually took his shirt off. That's powerful. My mum suffers migraines all the time. She used to get about 2 migraines every single week. When she called me a week into this business, and she calls me and goes, she was crying. She's like, well, I haven't had a migraine in a week. What is this stuff? I'm just like, it's nutrition. You just haven't been getting anything that you need. But in my head, I was blown away because I was like, wow. I really started to see the potential of this company. That's when I knew this company was going to become a $1 billion company. Still though, I didn't know if I could do it. What changed my life and my mindset was when I went to the annual event in the US, and I saw story after story after story of people coming from nothing to incredible success. People like Micah from Mexico, who was a single mum, 4 kids at home. She couldn't even work a job because she was going to lose money by sending her kids to daycare. And so she couldn't work a normal job. So what she did, she came into this business and she just got all her mum friends to come around, share the kid, start talking about the business, making money, sharing the word. The word got out, started building momentum and excitement, sharing around. Makes over $500,000 in it. Boom. Hearing those kind of stories, hearing stories like Dave Nelson, who was $20,000 in debt, went through 13 different vehicles trying to find a vehicle that would take him to success, couldn't find it, came into this, worked on himself, read more books than in this business than the rest of his whole life. And like I said, the level of growth you get to, that's the level you end up making wealth. Today, life's very different. He just got back from a trip with Shane a little while ago, going to Sweden and the US, came back, made more money than when he was back here. That's leverage. Owns a $2 million mansion on the Gold Coast. Lives an incredible life. Has touched thousands of people, and every day, this is the most important thing. Every day, he does not wake up to an alarm clock. He wakes up to his passion. And when I saw that these kind of people had my back, were going to support me and show me exactly what they were doing to get that success, I was like, boom, I'm in. So I'm going to talk to you guys because I didn't see these slides when I first got started. I just tried to drink and I was like, I'm in. So pretty simple. So what we do, guys, is yes, we sell products, but really at the core of what we do is we serve others to help them get from where they are to where they want to be. So it's important to me to know where every single person wants to be. It's important to me to know that Brodie's biggest driver in this business is so he can drop his daughter off at school, and he can be in her life every day. That is the most important thing to him. That's what drives him in this business. Guess what? It fucking drives me as well. Because every day I know that we've got to get him to his level of success. Because if you help enough people get to their level of success, you don't even have to worry about getting it yourself. You don't have to worry about how much money do I need to make. If you help enough people get what they want, you'll get everything you want anyway. That's what I've come to realize. That's why there's no business model like this on the planet. And everyone's level of where they want to get to is going to be different. Where I was is all I want to do was get the fuck out of the army. I live close to the beach because that's where I grew up on, and I wanted to have more freedom. And that's really what I want. I got that. Well, I didn't move close to the beach though. But I, quit the army. I helped a whole bunch of my friends also quit the army and earn full-time income in this and get to do cool things like travel and all these kind of things. But then I started to think, well, what's my bigger cause? There's got to be something bigger here. And I started thinking, I was like, well, when I was at school, I had ADD. And no one ever believed that I would ever amount to anything. No one ever believed that I could do anything with my life. And I started to believe into that. I started to buy into that bullshit story. So my biggest driver now is finding people who may not see the potential in themselves and actually show them that, hey, I believe in you and you can fucking do this. And so that's the biggest driver. That's what gets me up every day, is making people aware that the 40-40-40 system is dead. It doesn't work. But we have got a way. It's simple. It's not easy because you're going to require growth. And growth in any way, there's some pain that's involved. If you want to grow a muscle, what do you got to do? You've got to put it under strain and pain. But it grows. Same thing in this business, except you're not going to be pumping out reps at the gym. You're going to be working on your mind. Yep, and obviously Robert Kiyosaki, he talks about this as the most powerful business platform on the planet, the business of the 21st century, and will produce more millionaires than any other industry because it provides you a vehicle to get you over to the top 5%. I didn't have a vehicle. Anyone here got a vehicle to get them to the top 5%. It's as simple as that. Also, when I first got involved in this, I talked to some people and I got some people who said, that won't work. No one buys health products. It's like, bullshit. People telling me, oh, you won't make any money in that thing. Just stick with your job. Just stay safe. Stay in the army. It's a secure income. I was like, well, I can either take advice from you and you're still working and you're even more broke than me, or I can take advice from some of the most successful people on the planet. If you want to be the best basketball player in the world, would you study off Brodie or Michael Jordan?
Jordan.
Hopefully Jordan. No offense. If you were to study, if you wanted to be the best at bodybuilding, would you study, Phil Heath or Arnie? Or would you study, who is not a bodybuilder? Dion. He's only going to teach you how to be a good jockey, I'm sorry, you really copped it tonight. But same thing in the business world. It's probably a good idea to listen to a guy like Warren Buffett. Third richest man in the world, owns Coca-Cola, calls this dollar for dollar the best investment he ever made. That's all I need to hear. And obviously it makes sense you want to ride the right trends. Who here, if I go, hey, let's go buy Blockbuster. Who wants to go buy Blockbuster? No, probably not. Netflix. They've kind of put them out of the business. Who here wants to start a business with dial-up modems? Anyone? Okay, so it makes sense that you want to be in the right trends. Now, the most simple way I can put this, guys, as to why health and wellness is the massive trend and why it has no way of slowing down is look at our food quality. Where is it going? Down. So the only way that the health supplement industry can go is up because it's in direct correlation to the poor quality of our food. So that it has no signs of slowing down. The direct sales industry is only going to go up because are people trusting advertising more or are they trusting real people more? Real people. Word of mouth advertising. Who logs onto YouTube and skips the ad every time? Yep, we all do it. So that form of advertising doesn't work anymore. It's about people to people, real stories. Who here was moved by hearing Hannah's story?
Yeah.
Because it's the truth, and nothing resonates like the truth. Because we've all got very good bullshit to take. Would you guys agree? So you can't bullshit people. That's why this industry is 10 times bigger than the music industry. That's how big this thing is, and it's still a baby. Network marketing is still not cool. It's still not mainstream. Well, I'm happy to be one of the ones that in it while it's young and not be the cool kid, because eventually it is going to be mainstream. It is going to be massive. And that's when people won't just be making $1 million a month in this business, they'll be making $1 million a day, $1 million an hour. Because when you look at the way this thing's growing, also with social media, it has no way of not getting to that level. All right, why specifically our company? Because if you're sitting here right now, you're going, yep, one of my 6 streams of income has to be in network marketing. I would be an idiot to not have it in there. Yep, if I'm getting involved in network marketing, I'm going to be involved in a health company, because it just makes sense, because the trends. Now, why specifically our company? Besides the fact you've seen, our products are no bullshit. There's a lot of health companies out there that have just got, crap products they're just trying to flood the market with, that aren't actually benefiting people. They're not making the massive changes in people's lives. They're not, helping people like my mum and everyone else. So not only that though, is this company has massive, massive credibility. It's part of the Inc. 5000 fastest growing companies. It's part of the Direct Selling Association, which are like the police of network marketing. You have to go through a 52-week audit just to get elected into there. We've won Ethos Awards. We've got our products are registered with the Therapeutic Goods of Australia. So we've got all the backing. The next level of backing is if Barack Obama comes out wearing your health cap, or Donald Trump, whoever's going to be the president, whatever. But would you guys also agree that if you're getting involved in the right company, in the right industry, it also makes sense to get involved at the right time?
Yeah.
Who wants to get involved with Apple today? Or would you rather get involved with Apple when it was in Steve Jobs' garage? And you could put in $1,000 and get a 10% share in what is the biggest company in the world today. It makes sense, right? Do you guys know, because you can be at the right place at the right time, but unless you pull the trigger, unless you're willing to actually take that step, that leap of faith, then you could miss out. Who here's heard of the story of Ronald Wayne? Ronald Wayne is probably the most disappointing human in existence, decision-wise. So what he did was he invested in Apple. He bought like a 10% share for how much? A couple of grand. $2,700. Went home that night. His wife told him that Apple is a stupid idea. It will never do it well at all. And guess what he did? He got his money back. Yeah, that $2,700 would be netting him a big, big, big amount of money. Hundreds of billions of dollars that he missed out on. Crazy, right? So the moral of the story is don't be Ronald Wayne. Because when this company goes to $1 billion, it's going to be the people in this room. It's going to be the people who pioneered this movement that are going to be at the top. That are going to be the ones who did the hard yards when it was a young company. That crawled through the mud to get success. That's why it tastes so sweet. So I've already talked about, how the old model doesn't work, the 40-40, but also the old business model doesn't work. We're going to make that I was in the army with, bought a Master Nutrition. He's had it for about 3 years now, made zero profit. He's selling it and going back to the army. Retail, no one's buying retail anymore. Even franchising can't compete with what we've got because it's just people talking to people. That's why this is so good. Just to be really quick, guys, I really want to make sure you guys understand why this business model is so powerful. So this is the way a normal product is moved to a consumer. It goes through a manufacturer, to a wholesaler, to an international distributor. So this would be a supplement company. Goes to an international distributor. Then it gets sent to like a national distributor in Australia, e.g. Flush Fitness. From there, it goes to the retail outlet. Now, these guys charge money. These guys charge money. These guys charge money. These guys charge money. And then these guys up the price even more because they've got to pay staff. They've got to pay insurance. Oh, whatever. Let's just call that fit out as well. So they've got to pay for the shelf space. They've got to pay the rent. They've got to pay all these additional fees. More dollars. More dollars. And then if it's on a shelf, it has to compete with every other product on the shelf. So what's the only way to market that? Advertising, traditional advertising that doesn't work, but you just inject all this money. So you go pay, Ronnie Coleman or some massive bodybuilder guy to say that he takes your products, even though clearly he's putting in some extra stuff into his body. And you end up with a terrible product that was made very cheaply with very little research and development, and it's charged an exorbitant price. What we do is we manufacture the product and it gets shipped directly to the consumer. No paid advertising. This is the advertising. Real people talking about these products, sharing the story. So you actually get to understand, we get to educate people on what we do. So all the money that's saved there is injected back into the product to make sure it shits all over the products in the stores. Because if it's word of mouth advertising, what does it have to be? It has to be good. Otherwise, people would talk shit about it. And the company would never get to multiple millions. We wouldn't be around if our product wasn't good. So then, once the money's gone back into research and development, 50% of the profits are paid into the reps, into the people who talk about these products. That's how we make our money. That's why people in this industry make millions of dollars, because they are just very good at building teams and getting out to more people. Does that make sense, guys? I really want to make sure you guys understand the difference between those models. And obviously, it's very low cost, low risk, more effective system, massive potential to expand. And then once you start building your teams and your teams start growing, you will start to earn more money. So, Brody, how long did it take you to hit Emerald rank?
2 months.
2 months. So 2 months, and he's making $1,400 a month from this business. Putting in, how many hours a week were you putting in there?
Shane was doing it all for me. I was working in the mines.
You work in the mines, so you didn't even have reception, did you?
No.
No reception. He was just using the system, using the support system, and getting that kind of results. Imagine if you called in your boss today and you go, hey mate, can you still pay me all week, but I'm not going to come in. I'll send you my work and you do it for me, but still pay me. That's why this thing's so cool. Obviously, it does take work. Brody was still working hard, but he was utilising the support. He wasn't putting in huge amounts of hours. Now, to people in this room, you might be going, hey, I'd just be happy to share some of the products, get in good shape, just make an extra $250, $500 a month. That would help me out. That would take out one of my bills or two of my bills, and I could get in better shape. That's cool. Some of you in the room might be like, I'd be happy if I was making, $4,000 a month, because then I could go in, I could put my feet up on my boss's desk, I could go, your services are no longer required. So some people in the room are like that, and then some people are like, well, I have a bit nicer taste, I want to be able to live the lifestyle, I want to have more freedom, and you might be chasing, the $15,000 a month, or the close to the $70,000 a month. So that $70,000 a month, that's the money Dave Nelson's making after 4 years in this business. Is everyone going to do that in 4 years? No. What if it took you 16 years, 4 times as long, to make that kind of money? Would it be worth it? Yeah. 16 years from now, are you going to be making that kind of money in your job? I doubt it. Even if I became the highest rank in the army, the general, even if I became the prime minister, I don't think he makes that kind of money. So it's crazy how much money you can make in this business. Now, we're talking about money. Some people go, ooh, money, I don't like hearing that word, because we're programmed to think that money's bad. But what money can do is, if you can't give unless you have. So if you've got things that you want to donate to, if you got people you want to help out, you can't do that unless you have it. Does that make sense, guys? So this is the power of leverage. So you don't have to go and talk to 7,000 people and get them all started yourself. That would be crazy. So for me, I've probably gotten about 40 people starting this business over 2.5 years. That's not too crazy, is it? 40 people, 2.5 years. And the 40 I turned into 700. And that's not customers, that's just 700 business partners in my team. And then they've all got their customer base. So I've reached out to thousands of customers through just, all I have is just a Mac. That's how powerful this business is, a Mac and a smartphone. And I'm glad the phone is smart, because I'm not. So that's the power of leverage, is you get 3, and then you help the 3 people get their 5 customers. Does that make sense? You guys see how that works? This is a photo from last year's annual event. We had 43 luxury car bonus owners in that photo. And Shane's in there somewhere. Where is he?
From.
The real good looking one.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. So obviously for the ladies in the room, you should probably get a bit fired up and go, it's too much of a sausage fest up there. We've got to. So we obviously we're going to have a lot more, because in 2013, guess how many people were on that stage for luxury car bonus owners? 2. 43. This year, who knows? We'll see. So obviously getting started in the business, this isn't going to break the bank. This isn't going to be where you have to put your house up for mortgage and risk it all. This business, you can get started for $1,500. I don't know a business vehicle that you can take $1,500, invest in it, invest your time, learn the skills, and then make that kind of money that you're making. People make their money back in the first week. So it's not a matter of the money. It's a matter of, hey, am I willing to actually put in the time to do this? We don't care about the initial investment. We want to know, are you willing to do this, play this long term? That's what this is about. So I do recommend the entrepreneur set, because who here has a shoe store? No, but if you had a shoe store, would it make sense you would have shoes? Yes. So considering that I got started by someone giving me samples, I didn't even see that. He just gave me a drink and I signed up that night. If you don't have samples, you just missed out on someone who'd be making you $150,000 of sales a month. That's what I make that guy, just from him giving me some samples. He doesn't even do the business anymore. He trains tigers at Dreamworld or whatever. Yeah, it's true. So that's you need samples, because otherwise you miss out on people like that. So, go back one. So what I like to now do is, because I want you guys to see, not just about what I've been saying, but I want you guys to hear from someone else who's had massive success in this business. And he's been in the business now for about 10 months. And when I first met this guy, I was like, oh my God, this guy's just a big, jacked up bodybuilder, and he's going to be really closed off, and he's going to be real up himself. He's the most genuine, down-to-earth guy and caring guy I've ever met. He really, really, and if you're in his team, you're smiling right now because you know how much this guy cares. And that's why he's done so well in this business, and that's why I know he's going to be one of the biggest leaders in the entire, not just our company, but the industry. He's a luxury car bonus owner, and we're in his pad tonight. And so, yeah, I'd like to welcome up Dion.
Hey guys, yeah, once again, thanks for coming. I'm not going to keep this too long, but my quick story, I was in the mines for about 4 years. I've got a beautiful fiance, she's hiding in the room doing her study. But 4 years she dealt with me working away, started hitting home, coming home, hanging out with her friends, and their friends didn't even know me. So kind of hit home, you live in 2 separate lives, and a lot of people in the world today are suffering from that. So when I saw a vehicle like this, I had no time, working 12-hour days like roads, had no chance of really getting out, and I'd still be there today if it wasn't for these guys. I literally gave them about 45 minutes to an hour a day, said, look, Shano, Rob, I've got these guys, can you talk to me for the day? Lucky enough, these guys backed me the whole way. Within 3 months, replaced enough of my mining income to be lucky enough to come home with my family and fiance and be fortunate enough to help a lot of other people do the same. So, guys, you've got some pretty incredible people in this room, and they're all here to help you. They've got invested interest in you. So, yeah, cheers for coming.
Yeah, getting started, guys, it's very, very simple. So, you know, you obviously need to order your products, get started. Going to book in your training with every one of the leaders in this room, whether that's Brody, whether that's Dion, whether that's Shane, and take you through what it takes to get started in this business. Set out your goals. How important are your goals? Really, really important, because we want to find out what you want, because then we know how many hours you need to put in, how much time you need to put in, because we are here to serve you to get you to where you want to be. So that's my question, is how can I serve you? How can I get you from where you are right now to where you want to be? So we obviously fill that out. We take you through the basics. We take you how to write up a contact list and how to contact some people very casually, how to get out some products, how to take some products, put it in someone's hand, say thank you, try these, teach you all these kind of really advanced skills. So business is incredibly complicated. We try and talk to 7 people in 7 days. That could be coffee catch-ups. You can do it however you want. You could grab 7 people in a minivan, bring them all to here. You can go sit at Starbucks, you get 7 people, one after the other, for 7 30-minute sessions. And you're going to get someone in this room who's going to support you with that. Someone's going to help you every step of the way and get you to a level where you are confident. Because I remember when I first saw this thing, I was like, I'm never talking like that. I'm never getting up there like that. Because when I was in the army, all I did was just grunt and make noises. And so I wasn't used to talking to people. And have I swore much?
Yeah.
Much?
Oh,
really?
No,
No.
not as much as we used to.
Yeah, so, and I come from the army, and I used to swear every second word. So, yeah, you definitely go through some change in this business. And yeah, whatever it is today, guys, you've got to decide to make it happen. Like, because you might have doubts in your head. I did. You know, people might have doubts like, oh, I don't have the money to get started. It's like, if I had, what's someone's favorite car?
Lamborghini.
If I had a Lamborghini Aventador out right now, and I'm like, I am off to Europe, I'm not coming back for a year, I need to get rid of that, $2,000, can you get it for me? And you're like, but I don't have $2,000. You got 2 hours, can you get $2,000 for, how much is it worth? Like $700,000 car. Yeah, I'll go get that. Who here wouldn't be able to get the $2,000? So what you're saying, when people say that, I'm like, so you value a piece of Italian machinery more than your freedom. Because that's what this is. This is the vehicle to get you freedom. That's just going to get you around and get, some people yell at you and probably think you're a drug dealer. So obviously there's always a way to find money. We used to always do it when we, found money for charities in school. Don't have the time. Cool. Did you have any time in your life 3 months ago? Nope. Do you have any time in your life 3 months before that? Nope. Do you think you have any time 3 months from now? Nope. Guess what? You'll never ever have any time. You'll be on the hamster wheel forever. And I can say that because I was going down that same path. I had no time. I realized that unless I changed my strategy, I was always going to have no time. So they're really the only 2 reasons. The last one is you go, I just don't think I can do it. I'm like, bullshit. You're a human. You've been talking to people before. This business is talking to people casually. This isn't a sales job. Yes, but the best form of sales is just being a genuine person and actually giving a fuck. Oh, there's another swear. Okay.
Keep it coming, it make me feel right.
So there's really no reason to why you guys can't get started and actually start thinking about your dreams again. And we're going to show you exactly how to get there. So let us know where you're at. Let us know if you're 1, if you're a customer. Let us know 2, if you want to be a health promoter and make more like the $250, $500 a month mark. Or let us 3, if you want to do this part-time but eventually make a full-time income. And then, 6 or even. So let us know. Thanks for having me, guys. Really appreciate it. I'll be sticking around. So, yeah, we'll go.
Thank you. The samples on this table too, if you want to have them. Yeah. Yeah. That's green and